the most sophisticated hairstyles of 2026, and in my opinion, I think of all time. So I have a female mannequin. I also have a men's haircut mannequin that I'm going to break down for you. So first, ladies first. When it comes to sophistication, and if you're a client watching this, I'm going to break this down for professionals as well as clients. If you're a client watching this, I know that you see so many different types of haircuts and hairstyles and hair content all over social media. And to me, the most sophisticated haircut and the most, sexiest, luxurious, just is something that is very, very simple, very flattering, something that is somewhat natural that you can just run your fingers through it and it falls into place. In my opinion, the less, overdone and the more natural, the better. Now, obviously, it needs to have some sort of polishing and making it look smooth like this. But when I see something like this, I automatically think, okay, sophistication. This, to me, proves to me that, okay, wow, like, it's got a great length, it's got beautiful layers, it looks very, very balanced, it's healthy looking, it's shiny, and that's what haircuts should be about. And I know it can be very distracting when you see videos all over social media of people, with like tattoos all over the place and, crazy funky out of the box haircuts and hairstyles and crazy colors. That's totally fine. That's for that individual person. But if you are looking for something that's sophisticated as a woman, then this is something that I think could really, really be a great look for you. Now, obviously, you can go shorter, you can go longer, but what makes this particular haircut sophisticated? Well, if you look at a good haircut, and I've done thousands and thousands of haircuts, over my 30-year career, and I've done a lot of haircuts like this. This is basically my signature layered haircut. This is what people have, traveled all over the place to get the haircut from me, and it's something that, I've done a million times, okay? So the reason it's sophisticated is because of how good it looks, plain and simple. We've got the layers that just flow into place like this. When I run my fingers through it, just look how nice those layers go. And one of the biggest complaints I get from people is that, no one can do a haircut like this, or, I've tried 18 different hairstylists and no one can do this. And, I read comments and I see comments all the time. It purely comes down to, and I'm just going to say it straight up, it comes down to skill. It comes down to skill. And if you are a professional watching this, this is where I'm going to shift gears now and go into my pro mode. If you're a professional watching this, you need to understand how to do layering. And that also is one of the biggest complaints that I get from people is that, no one can layer hair like you, salon guy, and how do I find someone? And like, if you're a hairstylist watching this, there are people out there doing awful botch jobs and layer jobs, and they're not doing this properly. So they need people like you to be better at doing this type of thing. I have literally like dozens of videos that I've done of this haircut. I even have a personal private course that you can watch, you can pay for. It's not even that much money, and you can learn how to do this haircut step by step. It's my signature money haircut. It's like the $300 signature layered haircut, and you can purchase it for a very affordable price. It's all available for you to learn as a hair professional. When it comes to layers, it all comes down to balance. Haircut layers have to be balanced and just blended and cut properly. This is actually a way of haircutting that is so simple, but it also makes things look that much better and that much more sophisticated. So when you have a medium length layered haircut that has some nice soft layers, a nice kind of sweeping, face frame like this, to me, this just screams sophistication. It's a beautiful, luxurious haircut, but it really comes down to finding someone who can do this. And if you're a consumer watching this, I have tons and tons of products and hair tools and things that you can utilize that I use to get this type of look. All right, so that's the women's sophisticated haircut. Now I'm going to show you the men's one. When it comes to men's haircuts and sophistication, this is, to me, I know it may seem a bit more, retro or 80s or something, but if you've ever seen someone who's had this hairstyle, it's a very, very sophisticated hairstyle. It looks like money. It looks like just the person has their act together. You know what I mean? It takes a lot to be able to wear this type of hairstyle. Once again, this is a layered haircut. So it all comes down to making sure that whoever you're going to when they're cutting hair, they know how to layer properly. They understand how to, balance the layers for the head shape, and they can create a great connection throughout the entire haircut. And again, it has that flow to it. Right now, do you have to style it this way? Not necessarily. And here's where product comes in. So this is the Crafted Matte Pomade. In my opinion, it's probably one of the best matte pomades I've ever used. And the smell on this, I mean, talk about sophistication. It is a very, very seductive, amazing fragrance. So what I'm doing is I'm taking a finger scoop like this, and products really are half the battle, because firstly, it comes down to how the haircut is, and then it comes down to how you style it. And that is what makes this unique. So if you want to maybe make this a bit more modern, I mean, you can wear it like this if you want. I'm going to take this product, and this product gives it like that second day lived-in type of look. And what I'm doing is I'm looking to just tame this down, right? I'm looking to tame this down and just polish this off a little bit so it looks a little more lived in, right? And you can see how already it's starting to really take shape, and I probably need a little more product because I barely used anything. So I'm going to take a little bit more of this, and it was such a small amount that I used. So there we go. Now I'm going to mix, you can see here, I'm going to mix more product in. There we go. Now I got enough product. And this is where I'm going to really just start to work this in and let it do its thing. And this product is designed to just tame the hair. And you can see automatically what it's doing. It's just giving it a more lived-in type of look. So whereas traditional pomades may be a bit like, very shiny and oily, this is the complete opposite of this. This is designed to just kind of like tame your hair, make it look a little more sophisticated, give it that second day lived in hair compared to like when you first wash your hair. It may be, I don't know, like very flyaway. This is actually taming it to make it look like it's very polished. And that's the thing about having these sophisticated looks, is that the hair looks like it's finished. It looks like it's polished. It looks, sophisticated. And you can see what it's done. It's just really just brought it to a whole other level. And that's the Crafted Matte Pomade, probably my favorite pomade I've ever used. So any of these products that I've used, if you click on View Products, it'll actually take you to the website to purchase them. And these are all products that I use and trust. So when it comes to these types of haircuts, whether it's the men's hairstyle or the women's hairstyle, you can even use the matte pomade on your hair if you get a lot of flyaways, believe it or not. You could actually take a little bit of it and you could work it through your hands like so, just a little bit, and you could actually just work it through on the outer layer like this and lightly run it through your hands, and it's going to actually help tame the frizz and tame any flyaways. As you can see what it's done right in through here. It's actually helping tame some of those flyaways and seal off the ends. And if I just go on the top layer like this, all the flyaways are gone. Look at that. And that's the Crafted Matte Pomade right here. So make sure you're finding a good hair professional. Make sure you are matching your own style to that professional, right? Make sure they do this type of work. It's a very simplistic, sophisticated type of work. And if you are a hair professional and you want to learn these techniques and things, you can go to courses.thesalonguy.com to where I have in-depth courses. Not a whole bunch of them, but just enough for what you need. It's very affordable. It's not overcomplicated. It's a really simplistic way. And when you keep things simple, that can actually make it more sophisticated. And if you're a consumer and client watching this, let me know if you enjoyed this. Let me know if you have one of these hairstyles. And I'd love to know in the comments below. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon.